Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, everybody? It's Big E. Welcome back to the Naked Warrior Challenge. Here he is.
Greetings.
Now, I have done quite a few things off camera. Yes, I did. So I started farming. It's actually out here. I ran around for quite a bit. I don't remember how much XP down here we had, but I got quite a bit. Got a bunch more of the wolf meat. Then I was looking at my potions and stuff, and I realized I really wanted to get some more swim speed potions. You can see I have 5 of them. I had none. But I needed Swift Thistle. So I looked up where to get Swift Thistle. It comes off Mage Royal and Briarthor, I think. And places like Westfall, blah, blah, blah. So I went to farm it, and I just was not getting any. I spent, I don't know, a good 45 minutes picking those herbs and just never got a Swift Thistle. So then I started getting frustrated. And just quickly, I went online, I looked up what's the most populated Classic Era server. And it told me Mankrik for the Alliance here. So I was actually going to bite the bullet and pay $25 for a character transfer. I went to do the transfer, and it's free. If you were on Bloodsail Buccaneers, the RP server, you can get yourself a free transfer. I wasn't expecting that. So I transferred the character to Mankrik yesterday. And as soon as I got over there, all kinds of people, Stormwind, Ironforge, all kinds of people running around. What does that mean? That means the auction house is now active. That also means I'm able to sell things on the auction house. And I've been a busy beaver. So I've made some gold. We lost some. So I bought all of these homemade cherry pies, right? And once I got on the new server, I was like, well, wait a minute. I've got these 2 recipes here. The reason I picked these up is because it's the same thing that buying the highest rank of food gives you, 28.48. So I looked up the raw white-scale salmon. They were way too expensive. These lobsters, I was buying 20 stacks of these for like 30 silver. So I bought, you can see how many I bought, a shit ton of them. And I just had to buy the refreshing spring water. So we got plenty of food to eat. I've got plenty of tender wolf steak now as well. I also was able to pick up a recipe in Ironforge. I picked up a few of them. I bought this one, Elixir of Giants, off the auction house. And what is I bought one too. I don't remember. I think it's this one I bought from a vendor. But anyway, we have increased our strength by 25. So I have stuff in the bank right now. I don't have it on me, but I think I've got sungrass. But we also got a couple of upgrades here as far as our potions. So we still got the greater defense pots. Still got the fortitude 120s. This is new, the elixir of mongoose. I bought some of this. Increases agility by 25, which is the same thing our other agility was doing. But this gives us, our critical hit is increased by 2% for an hour. Pretty good. And then I also have the Elixir of Giants now. So pretty damn awesome there. I also bought a stack of dense sharpening stone. Really cheap, stack of 20. It's not much, but it gives us +8 damage. And the Dark Moon Fair is happening, so I went and got the strength buff. I just missed Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer. I actually missed it twice between yesterday and today. You know, I would log off, I'd come back, and I'd see everybody had it but me. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've been up to. And I have some more things posted while I was farming these wolves. A blue axe dropped. I think it was a one-handed axe. Pretty good. I actually thought about keeping it, but it's not as good as the Whirlwind. That thing up is posted for almost 40 gold based on other prices. So we'll sell that. And I also have some other herbs and stuff that are selling really well. So anyway, this episode, I'm going to take a little bit of a chance. I'm going to come out here and see if we can get these Pupelli Verbose ports, little bottles. The Gammerita quest here, if you don't know, so what you do is you take a picture of it, but it will aggro her. So probably not going to do that right now. And this quest, I'm not doing either. This quest is here, but you have to run all the way to the top. I think these are elites. All you have to do is run up just onto the altar, but I'm not taking the chance. It's way too dangerous. So we'll skip those. But anyway, I'm quite happy about the transfer. It's just a lot easier now. With the auction house being active, I can actually sell stuff, and quite nice. So let's take a little drive here. A little drive on the Ram. It's early as hell. It's about 5:45 in the morning. I've not slept. I tried to several times, just couldn't do it. So I got frustrated, just got out of bed, figured, you know what, I'll just record an episode. So we're going to get our pots going here. And what I might be doing now is just playing the auction house since it's active. I can these herbs are selling really well. So I can sell the herbs and then just, well, I'll check. If I can buy the things I need cheaper, we'll buy them. If not, we'll just make them ourselves. As far as our pots down here. All right, let's get on the road here. There's more sungrass. Yeah, we want that. Got a few more things keybound as well. I'll show you. So I went ahead and keybound Thunderclap and Rend. I figure we need all the advantages we can get, especially going forward here. So I'll put Rend up and Thunderclap. And we'll continue to rank those up. Yeah. Darkmoon Fair buff's pretty good. And if you want that strength buff, you choose option 3 and then 2. If you want the agility buff, I think it's options 3 and 3. I could be wrong there. But... okay, I got to be careful in here. This is when shit starts getting rough. As a matter of fact, let's get our pots going here. Quite happy with all the extra buffs we got going on here. Look at this. I should have done this before, really. I like our chances now. A little bit more. A little bit more than I did. Anyway, like I'm dead tired, so apologies if I'm a little bit out of it or low energy. It's just because I am. Golden sand. I don't think we've gotten any of that yet. Yeah, so no more buying food. If I can get into these level 50 areas, I can actually fish up what we need, the salmon or the dark claw lobster. And we don't have to spend any money at all. Look at that crit right there. Take that. Yeah, it's still pretty risky here, what I'm doing. But down on the beach where we're going, the turtles are not, they're neutral down there, with the exception of Gammerita. So it should be pretty easy. Yeah, should be pretty easy. But a little bit tricky getting in there because there are some stealthed wolves that I've got to be very careful. Very careful of. And they're going to be like right out here. There's a path that goes through here. But yeah, I can't remember your name. I meant to take a screenshot of it, but he was talking about a guild that he had on Classic Era server. I think it was called Only Flanges or something like that. Kind of cool. I think the guy is a plumber. He was going to give me an invite to the guild. My friend, if you're watching, it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I've transferred off the server. But I appreciate you wanting to do that. I definitely would have joined if you had given me an invite. If I'd stayed over there, is what I meant to say there. I appreciate you watching. And also, ladies and gentlemen, please forgive my... I've edited or cut out most of my ranting about what's going on in the country, but forgive me there if you can. I've had a kind of a rough time of it. Oh, also, I've got the major healing pots now. I bought just 10 of them. Pretty cheap, and we need them, and I might have to use one here. If I cannot get this mob down. Okay, those were crits right there that helped us through that. When we get this quest done, we're going to roll back out, and we're just going to hang out around here. This is a great place for us to kill mobs. We get the food that we need, and it's really safe. I don't have to really worry about it too much. This is paying off already, this mongoose elixir. Because we have this 2% increased crit chance, but we're also spec'd in to... We have a 5% chance with the weapons, but over here we also have cruelty. So, not too bad there. We've got a really good crit chance. So we're going to be heading to the off-road here. These are elites in here, I do believe, in Classic. Let me put my sharpening stone back up. It's getting ready to fall off. Yeah, those are elite mobs in there. So I'm pretty worried about this. I'm just going to try to stay. There's one there. Okay, not too bad. They're like our level. Not too bad. Okay. And the Hearthstone is set in at Wildhammer Keep, so we can easily hearth out of here if we, well, if it's off CD, we can. So Gammerita is elite, and she is hostile. So, and like I said, just taking a picture of her will aggro the mob. So what I want to do is try to find her. She's got like a long patrol that she does. It will mark her up. And avoid the shit out of her is what we'll do. These turtles, I don't want to fuck with either, man. These things have a ton of health. And they do a lot of damage. And they're also higher level than us, some of them. So, it's just no thanks. We can do this quickly. I don't really want to waste all of these buffs just doing this. So if you're doing this quest, I would highly recommend turning down your ground clutter. I have mine macroed. There she is. So put a skull on her. She's coming this way. But she's marked up, so be too much of a problem. If you're wondering about this ground clutter macro, I'll show it to you really quick. It's right here. You can copy this. So I also have one for the sound. These two here, I like the volume at 5%, especially if I'm in Stormwind or Ironforge. So you can just pause the video. These have to be exactly. Then you can just click on them. So that's 10%, 5%. But anyway, here's the min and the max settings. So it's just console ground effect density. 16 is the minimum. You would think it would be 0, but it's not. And then max is 256. You can copy those if you're interested in such a thing. I love it. I mean, I prefer the game when it looks like this. It just looks better. But like I said, if you're trying to find something on the ground, if you're herbing or whatever, it's just a lot easier. You can also see mobs easier if you're fighting goblins or something like that. Gnomes, whatever. One of my lovely viewers told me about the ground density macro. And the sound macro, I had to figure out myself, and it took quite a while to get it to work. All right. We're halfway there. I wouldn't say we're living on a prayer, but we are halfway there. Okay. It's the Horde camp out here. I think it's called Reventusk. Yeah, Reventusk Village. Much like the one in Desolace, the flight point is out on the pier. Shadowprey Village. Yeah, so if we sell everything I've got posted, we stand to make, I think, 50, 60 gold, something like that, maybe. Like it was like an immediate payoff. I took the character to Stormwind because I had some things posted, and you can't do a character transfer if you have pending auction. So I took him to Stormwind, took the auctions down, logged out, and after the transfer, I logged back in. There was like 50 people jumping around Stormwind. I'm so not used to seeing that. Okay, just one more. And we'll make like a bakery truck and haul buns out of here. That's right.
Well done.
Alrighty. Yeah, this Gammerita quest, I don't really even know what I'm thinking. I don't know why. We're going to get rid of this. I can't do that quest. I mean, I could wait till it turns green, but or even gray, but still, because of this character we're doing, it's we just can't fuck around with an elite, so we're not gonna. Anyway, we're supposed to have some snow over the next 2-3 days, according to the weather. Absolutely insane, man. It went from like 70 to... Okay, let me just fight. I was going to run away. That's a mistake. If I pulled another mob, it would be bad. So we'll fight this mob where it is. Might have to health pod here. I didn't get my charge in, so... That might be okay. Looks like he resisted that. My God, look at the damage, man. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago it was 70 degrees, then it got down into the 20s, back up into the 50s. Now it's below freezing again, and it's supposed to snow for 3 days. It's just like insane. Oh shit. Please don't hit another one. Don't hit an elite. Okay, we're okay here. I kept running there. This is easily the hardest challenge that I've ever done. Especially up at this level. Like, these mobs are just like our level, and I'm like terrified. It's like we're around elites. They do so much damage to us. So let's get back down here to green mobs. And if I get enough of this tender wolf steak for this recipe, I'll just start posting this stuff on the auction house. There seems to be a good, lively auction house market here. I imagine people have a ton of gold on this server, you know, at this point. And, you know, people buy gold, you know, all the time. So it's usually, I feel like that ruins the server, you know, because it's just, shit gets just way out of control. There's some sungrass up there. If you have the cooking quest for Dirge Quick Cleave, the primitive owl beasts drop the monstrous eggs that you need. And you can buy the Leatrix Swiss here at Airy Peak for the Alliance. He's not the innkeeper, but the bartender. You go into that building to the right, run all the way to the back. And then the zesty clam meat, I kind of forgotten where you get that. It might be Murlocs that actually have it. I can't remember where I ended up getting it. Or you can, get it off the auction house if you're on a populated server. But don't buy the Leatrix Swiss off the auction house. That's a fucking mistake. There's people who post that up there all the time. Big giant white shot there. Food buff fell off. I think for these green mobs, so I can switch back and forth between using one of these keybinds for something different here. Use Mortal Strike. But I'm just going to go out here and I'm just going to kind of kill these wolves and stuff. Or it might be worth it to farm these since they drop the monstrous eggs. Now, it's not a good drop rate. Nothing is. Classic. No, it's a giant egg, not a monstrous egg. I've been doing this so much. Sitting down to eat my food buff and then just getting up because I see I've restored health and not waiting for me to get the actual damn buff. So the strat I was using out here, I just wasn't using execute. That way I retained the rage. I had a pretty good pace going. Wasn't too bad. Oh, look at that crit. Man, we are crushing it now. Yeah, probably be able to sell these giant eggs for a pretty decent price. It's kind of a pain in the ass to farm these things. And a lot of people get the quest way before the level that they can do it at, you know what I mean? Like these are much higher level. So it's a pretty good strat to sell them. Cloak of the Eagle right there. So before, on the Classic Era server, the gear that I was getting, it just wouldn't sell. The only thing that was selling over there were herbs. And just some of them. But now I get these green drops. I can just sell them and make some coin. I've not found the recipe for this major healing potion. I don't know where you get it. But hopefully we get that so I don't, that way I can just obviously make them myself. I don't know if it's a random drop. I was going to buy it off the auction house, but I didn't see it. But I spent quite a bit. But I also made a little bit. I think I spent a little more than I made. I'm not sure. But I made a decent amount. Had a tuna fish sandwich for breakfast. Like a proper old man. That's way better than cereal, I'll tell you that. I don't eat cereal anymore. It's like the worst thing you can have for breakfast. Carbs and sugar is it's not the way to go. Oh, I sold something there. So now I put a bid on a two-handed axe. It's one of these things where it was like 400 gold to buy it, but you could bid for it. So there were several of them up there. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to get it, but there's a chance that we get it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's actually better than the, well, it doesn't have the, it does way more damage, but it doesn't have the stamina on it, I don't think, which is kind of a big deal, but it's a good axe. But like I said, I have no illusions about winning it, but who knows though? It's possible, especially since there was like 5 or 6 of them up there, so. Yeah, we're just going to farm this little area right here. And give me that. Fade leaf. We're rocking these things. Well, I mean, we're like 5, 6 levels above them too, so keep that in mind. Oh, shit! They were right on top of each other here. Gonna be okay here? Wow. They were literally right on top of each other. I didn't even see them there, so I did retaliate there. Didn't health pot. but thought about it. Got to remember sweeping strikes when that happens too. I mean, retaliation's just way safer. It's kind of like a guarantee. If I'm not desperate, I'll just use sweeping strikes. But anytime we pull 2 mobs, to be honest, I'm probably going to be in a desperate situation, right? Yeah, Mortal Strike is killing it today. We are killing it. Oh, bandages. We've got... I also did this. I did learn heavy rune cloth. I bought rune cloth, got the skill up, went to see Gustav. He taught me heavy, and with the rest of the rune cloth. So we have rune cloth bandages and heavy. And the heavy rune cloth, as you can see, it restores basically the amount of health that we have. So it's a full heal, which is pretty damn awesome. If I'm only like half health or whatever, I'll just use regular rune cloth. Yeah, first aid is maxed out. Completely maxed out. I think pretty much everything is now with the exception of cooking. I mean, fishing. Yeah, we're pretty far behind on fishing. 239 of 300. Yeah, I should have been using this strat way earlier with not using execute on the target for these green mobs. It's much quicker. I can retain the rage. It doesn't convert at all. I mean, it is fun executing the target, but it's also fun to get a slightly faster pace. Yeah, these are going to be really good too, man. I get a hamstring on a target. I can run away, get a bandage off. It's a chance for full health. Pretty good XP. be dead tired. Skip the gym today. I don't like skipping the gym, but been up all damn night. It's not good to push yourself like that. I've had no sleep, but I used to do it all the time. I've never slept well. And I don't like taking sleeping aids, anything like that. And a lot of that shit can be addicting. In fact, the anxiety medicine that my doctor, she had mentioned something to me. She's like, there's this thing I can put you on, and it is really, really good. But it kills people. They get addicted to it. And she says it's just as dangerous to stop taking it as it is, you know, taking it too much. So I was like, no, no thanks. I don't want that. Like, I don't give a shit about feeling, you know, getting a couple more hours of sleep or feeling, you know, whatever the feeling would be. Not interested in that. Fucking pharmaceutical companies, man. Not one of those motherfuckers went to prison. Making that drug that got people addicted and killed them. Super, super addictive. What the hell is it called? It's in that class of drugs. Opioids. Not one single motherfucker went to prison. There's a documentary. Well, it's not a documentary. It stars, it's based on the actual events. Matthew Broderick stars in it. It's like one of the head pharmaceutical people in it. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking sick, man. Anyway. I'm gonna open the window. It's not light out, but I want to see if if you had any snow out there. Food buff fell off. We don't really need the food buff in here with these green mobs. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. We'll eat these 100 cherry pies, and then we'll switch over to my lobster stew. Never actually made that before. They were damn cheap compared to the salmon. I'm so tired I'm not keeping buffs up and stuff. I realize that as I'm playing here. Glad we're here and not doing something stupid with yellow mobs. But we're about 45 minutes in. We're going to wrap it up here pretty soon. Look at that crit right there. Engineering. Let's head back here. Whoops. Let's head back home. Just too kind of tired and loopy to focus. But we probably are going to grind the spot until I hit level 49. Then we'll look at our quests again. And I may continue to do some stuff off camera, like after I'm rested. Oh, we got somebody else out here, I think. Yeah, it's just a great place between the wolf meat and the eggs. Not to mention the sungrass and stuff. It's a great place. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. What the hell? Tried to stifle that sneeze. It's just made it louder. I still haven't seen the rare. Well, I mean, on a different server now, but the whole time I was farming on Bloodsoul Buccaneers, I never saw the thing. Probably killed 50 wolves at least. There's a paladin there. Doing paladin stuff. Looking at the light and, you know, rubbing up against it. Stuff paladins do. Successful. It's a gold there. All right, take that. Let's go make a quick sale. Do I have 5 of these necklaces? No, I think I posted them. I think I had. Those necklaces this guy wants, they actually sell for a decent price too. You turn them in for rep, I guess.
I've the finest wares in the land.
Anyway, here is your Leatrix Swiss, if you're interested. And here's a tender wolf steak recipe as well. Do I be a dick and buy some of these and post them? I got to be honest, man. People who buy gold, if instead of flying here to get it, or if they'll just buy it. So I might try to sell. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might try to sell some stacks of that. Okay, these Dark Moon tickets I don't really care about. Not too much anyway. Cured ham steak we don't want. Okay.
Watch your back.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I do appreciate it. Take care of the Naked Warrior and myself. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Till we meet again.
Peace.